Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Alright, yesterday Pedro put up a video that he had a Doordash contract violation from a glitch. Short story was an offer came up, the app glitched out, the offer went away, so he thought that was it. About 10 or 15 minutes later, he said all of a sudden he noticed that offer was back up on the Doordash Dasher app main screen, and he went, oh shit, and he decided to, fulfill the job. But he was very late getting to the store and therefore got a contract violation. Doordash Dasher app glitches are fairly common. We all experience them, whether we have Android phones like I do or iPhones. And in my market here during the summertime, like I said, a college town, 30,000 kids are gone. I think they've shut some of the towers down. They're performing some maintenance on them and so on and so forth. And I have seen a brand new massive cell phone tower going up on South Duff where the restaurant row is. Heavy concentration of people. I'm going to be glad when that one's up and running. Recently, my app has been glitching out almost like clockwork around 1:30 to 2 o'clock and lasts for about an hour. My signal strength bars at this time is down to 2 or 1, so I understand what's going on. The glitch in my case takes several forms. The offer will come up, but it's loading, and it won't show the mileage and some of the other information on the initial offer screen. Or if I go to the widget to find out where the physical address is and then I jump back into the app, all I see is a white screen with the map and no other text and all that, and it just times out. And then I see an error pop up on the Doordash app, and then everything shuts down. And then I get the "you took too long to accept the delivery" notification. Now, what's interesting is every time this has happened, most recently in the last 2 weeks, that offer comes back up a few seconds later. So they've kind of got a second chance built into an order offer if there's an error. And in my case, there is an error along with the fact that I took too long to accept or decline the delivery offer. So what I do now is I have the Dasher app in the app settings ready to go that I can force close it, and that seems to take care of the problem. And if you do this quick enough, you're down to about 20 seconds, and then you can make your decision whether or not you choose to accept or reject this offer. I have a Samsung Galaxy S21 Android phone, but if you have a different Android phone or an iPhone, you should be able to figure out how to set this up to put it to use for yourself. Okay, so I'll take you through this step by step how I set it up on my phone. Alright, first a quick overview of the menu buttons at the bottom of the main screen of your phone. On the left you have the 3-bar menu. What that does is when you have multiple apps going, you touch on that and you see all the apps in a shrunken view. You can swipe left or right to access those apps. If you swipe up on one of those apps, it closes the app out. In the middle you have the square icon. On my phone, the Galaxy Android, you tap on that, it removes the app from view and you see the home screen. However, the app is still functioning in the background. And then over on the right hand side you have the left arrow back key. Here you see that I have the settings icon down in what they call the tray on the Android phone. You probably have something similar on an iPhone. The settings button icon can be found in the apps settings menu where your apps are stored. I highly recommend you either have that on the home screen or down in the tray if that's possible on your phone. So tap on the settings icon. In the settings, scroll down to apps. Tap on the app header. Here's where all the active apps are stored. Scroll down to the Dasher app. Tap on the Dasher app and then you come to this app info page. There used to be an option at the bottom which was clear cache. That has disappeared. Now you see open, uninstall, or force stop. If you tap on force stop, you get the option here, cancel or OK. Tap on OK, and that will force the app to stop. Much like the former clear cache button, when you tap on the force close, you may see a warning that you'll lose data. Just go ahead and click OK. You want to force stop the app down to non-existence. Now, you won't lose your password or anything like that. You won't get kicked off of Doordash. It has just completely shut the app down. Now, before you do this, I do recommend that you get rid of the app on your home screen to the best of your ability. And in my case, the back button doesn't work sometimes, so that's where I come to that shrunken view that shows me all the active apps, and I swipe up to get rid of the Doordash app, and then I jump through the hoops that we just went through that effectively shuts the app completely down. Again, you won't lose your login, you won't lose your time slot, you won't be kicked from the service. You're just shutting the app down completely. In my case, with this app glitch becoming very frequent and repetitive, I have the Doordash app screen set up in my background, you know, where we have the 3 here. So I don't have to click settings, I don't have to click app, and then I don't have to click Dasher. I've already got it set up there. So if I get into a glitch situation, I just minimize down to where we see all the apps here in the background, swipe up to get rid of the Doordash Dasher app. Then immediately I swipe over to the Dasher app in the settings, hit force close so I don't have to jump through the hoops of selecting settings, going to apps, going to the Dasher app. That all takes a few precious seconds. It's already there right for me to access in the menu there when I bring up the shrunken view, as I say, where you see all the active apps. Now I want to repeat, the glitches that I have been experiencing lately, and I'm guessing with Pedro also, is a data transfer problem, not exactly a glitch in the app. These things are very heavy data dependent, and then if you don't have a very good high strength signal, issues can arise, and that's what I'm seeing, and that's probably what Pedro saw. The offer came into his app, it didn't load properly because of a data transfer problem, and then once the signal got strong enough, the data transferred, and bang, there the offer was. Same thing that I have seen where I've had issues and the app glitches out, and then I get what I'm calling that second chance offer, where the algorithm and the server has recognized that there was a problem transferring the data to me, and then after I shut the app down and then refired it back up, it recognized that I was back online, if you will, and then I got that exact same offer a few seconds later as a second chance, because it wasn't that I just timed out and refused to do anything. The server recognized there was an issue, an error, and it gave me a second chance offer on that initial offer that caused the problem. And again, it really wasn't the offer that caused the problem, it was the data transfer. So again, very heavy data transfer issues on the Doordash app. The Uber Eats app doesn't seem to have nearly the problems. However, I have had problems in low signal areas submitting the photo, and that can be a real pain. The other thing that I've noticed, I said that I've indicated that I've seen my issues around 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. For some reason or other, the signal strength is not very strong at that time in my market in certain areas. And it's during a slower period for my market. What am I doing? I'm on the internet reading news stories or watching YouTube videos. Almost 100% of the time, this issue occurs because I am using data signal strength to watch videos or read the news. So when I hear the tone and it tells me that I've got an offer, the first thing I do is get rid of my browser by tapping on the 3 icon menu, brings up all the apps that are currently active. I swipe up to get out of my browser, close down that news feed, then I go to the Doordash app, and the Doordash app has precedence on the data coming through. Because if you just back out on that web page or YouTube, the data is still being transferred. You still have the possibility to have a glitch on the Doordash app, again, because of bandwidth, data signal strength, yada, yada, yada. So keep as few apps going as you can, and if you happen to be on YouTube or reading the news and an offer comes in, get rid of that page completely. Shut her down, swipe it up, get rid of it, so all the data incoming can be regulated to the Dasher app. Alright guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.